And there is thunder.
Wow. Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and death-defying acts aren't really my thing. But when you do a show dedicated about everything you have to experience before you die, I guess every once in a while you gotta risk it all. So, for your viewing pleasure, I did just that, with some great big gators at the Gator Country Adventure Park in Beaumont. When it comes to Cajun lineage in the Lone Star State, Southeast Texas is a good place to start. Beaumont has a big assortment of down-on-the-bayou businesses, but there's one that will rock your world. Gary Sarge is the man who risks his life and limb daily to deal with these gators.
See the old saying, quick hands or no hands? That's a fact. You'll lose them real quick.
People got to come to you and think you're crazy.
People do say I'm crazy all the time, but you know what I say to them? They're crazy. You know why? They sitting at a job in front of a computer all day that they hate. Look what I get to do all day. Who's really crazy?
You like sitting in front of a computer, Donnie? I do. Gary is the proprietor of Gator Country, a place full of gators, around 450 of them in all, right on the side of Interstate 10.
When you walk in here, we're gonna hand you a baby alligator, we're gonna hand you a snake, we're gonna teach you a bunch of stuff. This absolutely is on people's bucket list.
But it's not just Gary risking it all to put on a really good show. So does his wife, Shannon.
You don't want a kiss? I love you.
Gary's definitely better looking than Cuddles. Gary and Shannon's place is sort of like a zoo, rescue facility, and reptile research center all wrapped into one big park. And that's a lot to chew. So you weren't into animals and snakes and gators prior to this?
No, actually, I hated them all.
Wow.
So this is Mr. Cuddles.
Shannon has only been working with Gary for a few years, but she got in on the Gator Action as soon as she could.
People will tell you that alligators have little pea brains and they have no thought process. But I can tell you, I have taught him to come. The only thing I haven't taught him lately is how to sit down and roll over.
Now the big gators get a lot of attention. You've got Big Al, who's 88 years old and measures in at 13 feet 4 inches.
Come on now. Attaboy. Attaboy, come on. That's 3,000 pounds that hurt you real bad right there.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Wow. Then there's Big Tex.
Come on, Tex. Come on, Tex. Come on, Tex.
At 13 feet and 11 inches long, Gary doesn't get in the ring with this gator.
He's gonna come up. When he does, I want you to drop that meat in his mouth, okay?
Oh, you got it.
All right, we don't hand do him. He is a dangerous son of a gun. Come on, Tex, let's go up. Let's go up. Got a boy, come up. You got to barely touch him, and he'll try for you again. Now, there you go. Got him that time. Good deal.
But there's also little gators that need lots of attention.
There are a lot of injured animals out there, and somebody's got to take care of them. Thus, the alligator. So you see this one right here? Her top jaw got bit off by another alligator.
Wow.
Now, because she doesn't have a top jaw, she can no longer feed by herself. So her only way to stay alive is in a facility where we take tongs, we reach over there, and we have to put it into the back of her palatal valve and feed her. This one right here, this is Tank. He came out of a local refinery tank. He's missing his bottom jaw.
Wow.
A piece of equipment ripped the whole bottom jaw off.
Wow.
And he too has to be fed by tongs. This one right here is completely blind.
Really?
These guys here will be with us for the rest of their life, and they're gonna get tons of food and love.
Not into these prehistoric looking creatures? Well, they got snakes too.
My all-time favorite room, this room belongs to me, and it is the venomous snake room.
Oh, cool. We've seen enough. Thanks. All right.
You don't want me to take one out? This right here is a timber rattlesnake, canebrake timber rattlesnake, same snake. It has 2 toxins. It has a neurotoxin and a hemotoxin, meaning that it affects your blood as well as shuts down your organs.
So you don't want to get bit.
You're gonna have to, you get bit by that sucker, you better find God.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get him out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And there is thunder.
Wow. So how come he's not rattling? He's just comfortable with you, or?
It's called knowing how to handle a snake.
Getting a close encounter with a timber rattler was terrifying. So why not jump in with the gators?
You're gonna go in, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna feed one of these big animals.
I trust you.
Heard that before.
My first go around with a gator was a little muffed. I'm not brisket, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, God, I missed.
That was an epic miss.
But my second chance was a lot more successful. All right, come on. There we go.
There you go.
Fortunately, I didn't lose any appendages.
Tell you what though, you would not believe how much you need your thumb.
Yeah.
You cannot zip your pants without your thumb. That's a true story.
That needs to be the title of your book. Can't zip your pants without your thumb. So whenever you want to get down with the gators, use your medulla oblongata and take a trip to Gator Country in Beaumont. Well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
Most of these reptiles are things that most people fear. Well, until you really go and educate, these reptiles need voices too. They have a reason for being here. Trust me, when you get educated and you start handling these beautiful creatures, you start falling in love with them.